Does your job add to your quality of life? Does it affect the way your peers think of you? What is its effect on your self-esteem? In 1970, after nearly 2 years of planning, Helena Industries began training people with social, mental, and physical disabilities. Its goal was to provide a working environment which featured on-the-job training, evaluation of client skills and ability, training in good work habits, placement, and after-graduation follow-up. After only a few years in operation, Helena Industries began to obtain government contracts which greatly enhanced the service that they could provide their clients.
From the very beginning, it was a central goal that people be able to experience the pride, the self-esteem, the self-image that comes from being a worker and doing productive work and getting paid for your work. Real work is nothing more than typical work. It's not fabricated, it's not phony, but it's work that has substance to it. It's work that's necessary. It's work that has a value. In the training that we provide, it's very important to us that when people work, that they're learning, and that they're learning skills that will carry them on to whatever their goals happen to be.
Helena Industries produces high-quality products in its manufacturing areas. Benchmark Textiles plant manufactures textile products for the federal government and most recently for commercial markets.
Some of our products have been featured in fairly significant publications. In context of an article on the equipment that Forest Service personnel use, several pieces of our equipment, our textile equipment, were part of that article in Smithsonian, including photographs. Some of our commercial products were featured in Backpacker magazine as well. In developing and redeveloping the products that we manufacture, something that is really important is the fact that the process of learning how to make that product doesn't stop as soon as we get the production line up and going. We continuously refine that production line, and we continuously solicit input.
We have quite a wide variety of people that work here. Most of them enjoy their work a lot. This is not easy work. It is fairly complex work. You know, we have a lot of products in here that are physically difficult to assemble. They're large, the material is heavy, but it's challenging also. So it appeals to a lot of different kinds of people. Folks like to know they belong to a group. I think people do have a definite sense of community in here.
The reason I like the job so much is because I've never had anything I feel a part of, something that I could feel that I was really worth something. And I feel like I'm accomplishing things down here that I need to accomplish in order to get to a place where I can accomplish more of the things that I would like to do and what other people, I guess, would consider worthy.
Folks really like to see something that they make that everybody's using. I mean, we all look forward to an ad on TV or to an ad in the magazine or to somebody in the airport walking by with your product. You know, you made that. You might have sold one seam in it, but you made it, and that's important.
This commitment to high quality is also a hallmark in the wood shop and the newer box plant.
Keeps us busy year-round. We make shipping pallets, stakes and laths. We have contracts for that. We also have developed a good market for beer crates and specialty packing crates that we make also. We have one good pallet customer in town here that use a lot that we bid for our stake and lath business from the state and from also private contractors. The packing crate, beer crate business we created by just making the beer crates and taking them out and selling them initially, and they begin to sell themselves. Every day I get to see people making a little paycheck and helping support themselves. a lot of dignity in work.
Our main product is our boxes, which we build mostly for the government, either G.S.A, which is Government Services Administration, or actually the box we're working on right now is for the Department of Defense. This is an order for 340, and we're able to put these out in probably about 2 months. Our regular G.S.A boxes, which usually come in orders of about 50, usually we can finish those in about 3 or 4 days. We've done so many of them, and our consumers are so adept at doing what they do that they do them fairly quickly.
High-volume bulk mailing for associations, businesses, and state governments is handled through the mailing shop.
In the mail center, we have an average of 25 full-time and part-time employees. And on an average for our mailing distribution, we range of roughly about 2 million pieces of mail a year. We have 100 different business customers. Quite a few of these are state agencies. We do a lot of inserting, folding, stapling, collating, assembly of different materials, a daily direct delivery to the post office, different first, second, and third class pre-sort mailings. One of the goals for everyone in life is to have a secure job, a regular paycheck, enjoy the people they're working with, and are proud of the product that they produce. And most of the people here in the mail center, I believe, feel that.
We work with folks in the production areas. In those areas, we try and train people to have as many employment opportunities within the facility as possible. We also do a lot of community placement, jobs out in the community, and in those cases, we train people how to do their jobs. We also work with employers. We help people find jobs. We work with co-workers to try and ensure the success of the position, and on occasion, why our job coaches are even in there doing dishes or doing whatever it takes to get the job done to ensure that the employer is satisfied with the service that we're providing.
Helena Industries' Custodial Services Division provides janitorial services for large public buildings, like the Helena Federal Building and the Department of Health and Human Services Building.
Working with a crew that actually wants to be at their job and really cares about what they're doing, you know, they care about the quality of the job, they care about the folks that they're working for here.
You know, at a time when you see a lot of people complaining about their jobs and looking at the clock when they're going to get out of here, you know, these people, how you doing today? Great! Best job I ever had. I can't tell you how many times I forget counting. I think a lot of it has to do with their manager, and they've provided a manager that I look at as very capable, also has the right attitude of always wanting to, hey, what else can we do better?
I work with Carrie at County Market. We stock shelves and clean shelves. We take things off and she cleans them and then we put them back on.
I just basically tell them what I need and then they go on and train the person. And that you know, if you've ever been in a management position, that makes it a lot easier.
We just want people to succeed in the community and try to do everything that we can to make that happen.
I'm one of the people that does the back dining room, the booths, the floors, the garbage cans.
I helped Melody get her job here at McDonald's, helped train her. Just been basically with her ever since the day she started here.
I love it here.
She's reached a point where she does real well with fairly minimal amount of services, but she still needs someone to come in and talk to and run some interference with her. Help keep her going, especially help tell her when she's doing a good job.
They help me more than I could ever imagine. They kind of get your foot in the door where places you couldn't do by yourself.
She was referred to us. We had a need here for a particular person into a particular position, and they contacted us about her, telling us her qualifications and her background, and for our needs, she fits the bill. She's a very jovial person, and she is very respectful of the food, and she's just a joy to work with.
Working with the Helena Industries,
We went through a selection process with which 2 or 3 individuals applied, and we selected Greg.
But I think there was a competitive hire. There was more people applied than me, and I was just selected because of my previous experience and my abilities. Just recovering from a brain injury. A lot of people think my life started with the injury, but it didn't, you know. And I did quite a bit before the injury, but employers are just worried about what I've done since the injury.
Greg's main job is to keep a pretty large filing system in order. And with the assistance of the job coach, we've been meeting that objective. We haven't lost any more files since Greg has been here versus before he came.
That week I contacted the Lemon Tree and spoke with them a little bit about Valinda and our program. And we offered them what we call a work experience, and that's a trial period. And they hired her.
She was brought in here and indicated that was something that she was interested in and had some training in that field. And we were just in a mood to bring somebody in. My partner needed somebody to assist him, and so we brought her in.
Having a job gives me an opportunity to get out of the house so I don't isolate, to work with other people, to give something back to the community, explore new horizons, gives me an opportunity to continue to grow and learn. More people need to know about Helena Industries. There is a lot of recovering, driven people who want to make the transition back into working on the economy.
The ongoing mission of Helena Industries is to provide work and rehabilitative services in a supportive environment, utilizing real work, related services, and individualized resources to assist persons with disabilities to achieve their goals and progress toward a productive and fulfilling life.